I'm Cindy Paulus, and this is the longest running talk show on Maui, the last show of the year. And it seems appropriate that I end it with my friend Scott Johnson, who is with Aloha Growers and many other things, of course, because he's now representing some of the hottest people on Maui. Eric Gilliam, Amy Hanaialii, who's going to be calling in, maybe. There she is now. My gosh. Wow, the queen of, should we say Hawaii? I think the most loved vocalist here, Amy Hanaialii, is on the phone. And are you at the airport, Amy, or have you gotten to the hotel?
I'm at the airport in my car.
I figured.
How are you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And boy, did you have a good one with the family?
I actually had a really good Christmas. Yes, thank you.
I saw a picture of you and Maddie doing song and dance on a Hawaiian Airlines flight. I don't know when that happened. You had a guitarist, and
Yes.
I couldn't believe how beautiful Maddie has grown up to be. She's gorgeous, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had played at a venue in Kauai called Hanaialii, and we were up early, got on the flight, and my guitar player Josh Hurl was with me, and I said, "Hey, let's get up and do a couple songs for." There was a lot of tourists on board that flight, so I thought, "Hey, let's sing some Hawaiian songs." In Christmas, I had the whole flight singing Silent Night. It was hilarious.
I thought maybe they paid you to do a promotional thing for that. You did that on your own?
No.
Amazing. Whoa, I'm blown away. What a nice treat.
Yeah, and it's just gone viral. I mean, it's crazy. It's just like how fast it goes to the internet, and then it was on the news, and I just did it just to show aloha, but it's all good.
It's great. Are you kidding? My gosh. Well, you know who's in the studio with me?
Hi, Amy.
Yes, I do. Hello.
Thank you for that.
Hello there.
Hello.
He was telling me how he was stuck with the airport had closed down when he was there. I guess that was the day of the storm, and I didn't even know that they had shut OGG. Was it OGG they shut down?
OGG.
They first shut down Honolulu because of that flight, and that's what we got stuck in. But fortunately, we had Amy on the plane, which was wonderful. And then the next day, everything just was backed up, and because of everything shutting down and lightning on the tarmac, I heard too.
Oh my God!
So they had to get people off of it, the workers, and then they shut OGG down, which meant we all got stuck there. Somebody got out in our crew, got out on a very early plane. Amy,
Right.
but the rest of us all got stuck on Oahu for another night, which was okay. It was all good.
I had played Turtle Bay. I flew from Kauai to Honolulu to play a Christmas concert at Turtle Bay Resort, and then I left at 4 a.m. in the morning to get on a 6 o'clock flight home.
Wow!
And there were literally, the wind was so bad at Turtle Bay. Maddie she kind of flew down the road by valet a little bit. I was like, "Come back here."
God.
She's so tiny, but she kind of flew away a little bit. The wind was so bad.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then they got stuck there in Honolulu. I never seen it in my whole life of living here. I've never seen a airport shut down because of lightning.
Right.
That was.
I think
new.
that's the first time I have seen it. And I was once on a plane heading out of China that was in a lightning storm, and I'll tell you something. It is not fun. It is and I think that lightning was all around. I think our plane may have even gotten hit. It was scary. I'll tell you, lightning is no fun to fly in. It's no fun.
They hit. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say they hit a thunder pocket.
Yeah.
What's a thunder pocket?
Well, that's a name for a group, Thunder Pocket.
Right.
But
right, and I turn over to Maddie, and I'm like, well, Kamahoali'i's brother is Kahekili, right? Which is the god of thunder and lightning.
Right.
So I'm like, we better start pulling right now. But on the flight from Kauai to Honolulu, I could see the flight attendants. We were being delayed a little bit just because of a lot of stuff going on, and they just had that look like they just didn't know what to say anymore.
Right.
So I was like, let's do a little ditty. So we did about 4 or 5 songs on the flight. It was hilarious.
Well, it was classic. Awesome. It was viral, and it was amazing. And what a way to end the year. Then I was just telling Scott I was up at the Kula Lodge for Thanksgiving meal, and it was so glad. I was so glad to see it back open again because it's always been a favorite place to go. And
I haven't been there since I was a little girl, I think. I remember going there with my
Oh.
parents way back in the day.
wow,
And I
really?
don't think that, us down country people, we don't get up there much.
Same
Yeah.
carpet.
Lahaina doesn't
It
go to
is the same
Kahului or
It is the
Wailuku, and
same
Kihei doesn't go to Lahaina.
Same, same
They got the
carpet
same carpet,
and
Amy.
the same bathroom. So yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah, could the carpet might be as old as the seats
no.
in Ko'oi Radio.
That's possible. but Simon took it over, and I've known Simon for years, of course, through Five Palms, and Raul, the chef, is there as well. And I heard you're doing
love it.
an amazing, the lucky people who actually get to sit at your table. I guess that's just about sold out.
No, I hope they don't ask me two private questions. But
You never know.
we were referring to it as the captain's table.
So here's
like
the
Amy's
question.
gonna have to wear a captain's hat.
So Amy, what are the private questions you don't want asked?
I don't know. I don't know what they are. I don't really sit with people and talk story, or unless I really know them.
I saw you. I did see you at I think it was Marcos. It was, last time I saw you with a group of people, your family.
Yeah.
Sitting there, I saw you there. Yeah, but it's been a really hard few years, and everyone thought this year was going to be better. Everyone thought, okay, well, 2022 everything will be back to normal, but it wasn't. But we're still doing stuff. So I mean, I know you have persevered. I think that's the word for it, right? You've persevered through thick and thin, and you're doing this special New Year's Eve event, and I guess there's only a few tickets left for this, according to Scott. What'd you say? There's only
The captain's table is sold out.
the
The VIP meet and greet has, as last
I feel like
we
I'm
saw.
on the Love Boat. The Love
You are going to be on the Love Boat. Believe me, that's a good one. Gopher will be there. Isaac, Julie.
Right.
They're-
That's hilarious that you know the character.
Oh, I know the show. Let me tell you. Yeah, there's a VIP meet and greet, which I think there's only one ticket left there, and then there's a handful, maybe 15, 16 tickets left for the general admission, which is a dinner and a show, which is a great. It's not technically general admission. It's not just a show. It is dinner also, so which is great.
And how do they get tickets for that?
You can get tickets by logging on to kulalodge.ticketleap.com and get tickets there. I believe you can call the venue, but I think going online is going to be the easiest way. They might direct you back to that. So that's kulalodge.ticketleap.com.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go, is to go online. The thing is, this is a very special night, and it's very intimate. I mean, you could be playing for New Year's Eve, Amy. You could be doing the Aloha Theater. Is that the name of the one in Oahu? That you could be doing anything. You could be anywhere and anything. But to be able to have you in a beautiful, intimate setting like Kula Lodge is really a super gift. So tell me how that evolved and how you land up there.
Well, I've been doing these sip and song events because, I have a wine company, and it's been going really, really well. I'm doing Montage on Friday, and they're like sip and song events where we bring my wines in, and then we top it all off with a concert. And so it's just a really beautiful, the chef pairs my wines with his incredible food, all his really great, amazing dinner. And so it kind of works out really well, especially with the Kula Lodge setting, that background, the atmosphere. I mean, I haven't been up there in a long time, and I'm really excited to go up and play that area. And I think upcountry people, they haven't really had a place to go for New Year's where they don't have to drive super far.
It's true.
And have to get a room or, what have you. So I'm looking forward to it for that reason.
Right.
I do play a lot of the big theaters and what have you, symphony and stuff like that. But I kind of like intimate settings too, where I can kind of get to know the people and, kind of explain things. And, it's a different feel.
It
It's
is.
that intimate feel that I love too.
Yeah. I mean, in a dinner show situation like that, it's very different than playing a big concert hall, for sure. And you get a chance to kick back a little bit more. You don't have to do your full voice like you would in a big concert hall, and
Right.
and are you going to have a piano player? Who are you going to have playing with you? Just a piano player or what?
I'm just going to have Jeff Peterson with me that night.
Oh my God,
Just Jeff Peterson.
Oh my
The
God,
great
I
Jeff
love
Peterson.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
What a
because
treat.
the space is a little on the smaller side for my full band, you know Jeff, he's a one-man band. He
Yeah.
plays everything. So we'll be doing dance music. We'll be doing a little pop, little R&B. You know, of course, Hawaiian. It'll be a mixture of a whole bunch of stuff.
I love Jeff.
But
What an
very
amazing
special.
guy. What an amazing guy he
Yeah.
is. I mean, just unbelievable. He went with Keola Beamer and my friend Tom
Yep.
Vendetti, and they went to Sikkim, and he played for like the top VIPs in Sikkim and taught the kids how to play ukulele there. And
Yep.
it was, and Moana Beamer taught them how to dance. And, you know, he's that kind of guy. He just does a lot of cool stuff. I mean, he's amazing. And what a
Yeah,
great voice.
I mean, I don't know if he's ever shared his stories with you, but some of them are little areas that are a little sketchy. Like, you know, where they're like military escort, and
Yeah.
it's like on the side of a river, and like they're
Oh,
going
yeah.
up into the Himalayan mountain, and they're like, you know, but yeah, he loves it. Him and his wife go on a lot of stuff like that. Just the two of them go out and voyage.
You've been
But
very
he's stoked to be home. Yeah.
I know. And you're still very active with Nahoku, the Hara group. And I guess the deadline for getting entries in this year is coming up January 15th for the Nahoku Awards.
You need to get everything in by the 31st of this month.
Oh, I thought it was the 15th.
31st of this month.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you need to get it up and submitted by it. But yeah, I am still president, and that's been, you know, I'm happy that our entertainers are back to work. You know,
Yeah.
we've been shut down for a long time, and you know, of course, through the pandemic and all of that. But you know, the Academy actually wrote more music than they ever have, and so you know, once the floodgates opened, it was like them going back to work was just incredible. You know, a lot of people don't realize, you know, on a Hawaiian spiritual level, that, you know, the songs and the music, a lot of times the chants, the hula, all of that keeps our vahipanas alive. You know, our vahipana areas, and when they aren't sung about or talked about, or there's no hula about it, you know, they kind of like, they need that to keep their mana strong. You know, they need that to flourish that area.
I think that's
So
an
it was a
interesting
very
perspective. Very good point. Very interesting
Yeah, it was a very
perspective.
interesting time through the pandemic was
Right.
when all of that shut down. It was kind of really weird that we weren't allowed to really go, you know, into these areas and do what we do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So thank goodness it's all open now. So all good.
Are you going to be? Are you going to be taking a trip to Japan or doing things outside Hawaii?
Well, you know, I am. Thank you for asking. So next year is Palihua's 25th anniversary. So, which is a song that Uncle Willie K and I wrote 25 years ago, and so we're doing. I'm relaunching the song. We're doing some really special things with it. Really special things in Japan with it.
Nice.
Europe with it. So it's just going to be a really big year of Palihua.
Wonderful.
So I'm looking excited about that.
And you're going to the Grammys?
You know, I know my wines are going to be there. I'm not too sure if
Send the
I'm gonna be
wines.
there yet.
Well, what's your wine going to wear?
She's going to wear her
It's
label.
not what, it's who. It's
Who's
who.
going to be wearing my
Who's going to be wearing the wine?
I might pop up. I'm not sure. You know, as Hoku president, I might pop up. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided yet.
Well, I'm going to go. I mean, you know, it's kind of, you know, we got to. I mean, I hope they're going to do the Hawaiian show. Usually, there's an amazing show they've done in the past in the Grammy
At the museum.
which is
that'll
wonderful.
be happening again. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Definitely.
Good.
And there
'cause-
will be a Grammy party, a Hawaiian Grammy party like there normally is. I just haven't decided if I just have a lot of gigs around that time, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to
Amy's
shut it
traveling
down
a
and
lot.
fly out and fly. But you never know.
yeah,
You
but
never know.
well, you know, it's an interesting year. I heard also that Kalani Pea was in here just a couple weeks ago, and he said you were up and doing a single with, I guess, with Mike, right? Working on a song.
Yeah, that was Palihua.
Aha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike's my drummer, so I was up recording. Yeah.
So that's great. So that you're going to release that for this coming year.
Exactly. Yep. I'm releasing it in Europe and in Japan as well.
Wow, that's big. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Mike
yeah,
is-
we had a really great time in Europe recently with my cousin, Kumo Micah. We went to London, Paris, and Milan
Oh,
for
how
Fashion Week. And
nice.
so,
Oh, my God.
yeah,
Amy, how
it was
amazing.
I would say fashion was about maybe a fourth of it. The rest of it was genealogy and tracing the steps of our royals. We went to where Princess Hanaialii went to school, Harrodin Hall, and where King Liholiho, Queen Kamamalu, where they were laid in state because they passed away in London.
Wow.
And we were there for the Queen's passing. She passed right in front of us while we were singing Aloha Oi.
Not.
It's just a really, really deep spiritual trip.
Wow.
It's really fun.
That sounds absolutely amazing. So you were there.
Yeah.
What month was that you were there?
Scott, when was I there?
I
can't
don't know.
remember.
I'm trying to
It
think.
wasn't too long
August.
ago.
It must have been
It
August.
was when we were out, right?
Yeah, it must have been in August or something, I think.
It was right when the Queen passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the date in my head.
Wow, what an
Yeah,
amazing.
it was literally right when the Queen passed. We were there the week that she was there.
What
But
was it like
my-
with the vibe? I mean, from the
September.
pictures, I could not believe how the whole country was out on the
Yeah,
street to watch everything.
They just loved her so much. Just to see so many people just revere her as a monarch, as a grandmother, as a mother, And even though she was the leader of what she did and just her legacy of people she comes from, and I was getting ripped a lot on my social media because everybody was like, King Andrew is a hot mess, and Prince Andrew and all that stuff. And I'm like, we're here because our alii, Queen Liliuokalani, actually Kaiulani's godmother is Queen Victoria.
Wow.
That's her godmother. And people don't realize that our royals here in Hawaii were closer to the European royals.
Yep.
They didn't even know America back then.
Right.
Yeah.
Like really close to the European royals.
Yeah.
So the people from London around us when we were singing Aloha Oi and we were in all our, feather capes and all of this, they're like, why would you be here? What are you doing and why would you be here? And we're like, we're a delegation from Hawaii. Like, we are of royal lines too, but we're here because we're honoring your queen, and our queen was very close with your queen, and so we're here to just pay respect to her.
You did.
And so a lot of people don't realize that Queen's Jubilee that Queen Liliu wrote was for their monarchy, was for their queen.
Really? My gosh, no, I didn't know. You had feather capes,
Yeah.
did you say? You had feather capes?
Yeah, we had all our ahu'ulas, we had all our feather capes,
Oh, my
all of our
gosh.
kahilis with,
Oh.
We knew that she had passed and we were on our way there.
Yeah.
And tickets went from 4,000 round trip to 15,000 round trip. It was
No.
crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
Everybody wanted to get to London, and I had my grandmother Napua, my Hawaiian tutu, her English side is from London, so I found so many relatives buried, all Westminster Abbey,
really?
just amazing trip.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the pictures of Westminster Abbey through it. It was unbelievable. The vibe there, I've been to Westminster Abbey before, and I don't know if you have, but it's an amazing place anyway. And during this whole time, it was the focus of so much attention. I mean, to be able to have relatives buried there because you've been into genealogy now for about 3 years?
No, I've been about 20 years.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know. It went way back. Oh, my
Yeah, I've been
gosh.
doing genealogy for a long, long time. Our kupuna on my Hawaiians, well, on all sides of my family, they just kind of give me a lot of genealogy, and I store it and I log it and I connect the dots. And
Wow.
a lot of it is, you just pray and ask for them to come to you, and they'll come to you.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
And
no, it's
so
true.
When I was in London, I found 15 of my great grandfathers in a 1 mile radius from where we were staying.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how much family I have in London. It's crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy, yeah.
So-
on my Tutu Wood side. Yeah.
So did you buy some
Yeah.
fashion stuff while you were in Milan and around there, or did you just do your Hawaiian fashions?
Well, like Micah said, you sure you want us to come? And they're like, of course we want you to come. You just knocked it out of the park, and you're in New York. And he's like, I'm bringing aunties and tutus and uncles and titas, and we're not skinty girls. And
Yeah.
they're like, bring them.
Yeah.
So, they had like the Kardashians were there when we were in Paris, and there was a whole hoopla about that. And, just, it's not a place for shopping for me. I didn't have a minute to like sit down and like really go through all the stores and all, because we were on the go the entire time. We were modeling at like the Louvre and Versailles.
You didn't get to model there. Oh my gosh, what an amazing!
We got to model all of Micah's clothing, so it was a real hurry up and go. And we traced like in Paris, King Kalakaua was the first place that he went to learn how to do a newspaper. So we went and visited the newspaper place there, and went to visit the Louvre, and we walked the steps that he walked in his diaries. And, a lot of our elites have a lot of diaries, so we just kind of mimicked where they went and what they saw and what they did. It was amazing.
What an amazing experience. Did you get it documented anyway? Was any video besides your iPhone taken?
Oh, yeah. We had a full film crew travel with us everywhere we go. And it'll be coming out, I believe, the week of Merry Monarch. He's launching that special.
Oh, how special. That's amazing. Well, I hate to keep you sitting in your car. Do you have your air conditioner on?
All good. Yes, all good. I've done interviews in very peculiar places.
Right?
I just really think it's wonderful. I encourage people to get the opportunity to see you up close and personal in an intimate setting at the Kula Lodge for New Year's Eve. It's going to be a very special night this Saturday. There's only a few tickets left, so you should go to the website. I think it's best. You can go to kulalodge.ticketleap.com for tickets and infos. And of course, Scott made a beautiful poster.
You can go to amyhawaii.com as well, and the ticket link will be there also.
Oh, good.
Which
Amy
is
Hawaii.
Amy's website.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in one of the places. I'm not sure when. I did put an entry in for the Nahoku. I put Love Conquers All in. And
awesome.
And I have other stuff I'm working on. So if you come to the Grammys, I hope to see you there.
I'll see you there at the Grammys.
I hope to. I hope you get there. It was amazing. You blew people away when you sang at the Grammys when I was there at 2019. You absolutely blew people away.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, and you really are exceptional. I'm so glad you had such an amazing year. It sounds like a life-changing year. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well,
okie dokies.
It's
well,
wonderful talking to you, Amy. A big aloha to you.
Aloha to you.
See you mañana, Amy.
Vinny
Aloha,
Linares says hi. He just walked in. He wanted to say hi to you too. Yeah,
Love you.
everyone loves her.
See you New Year's Eve. Baby.
And he's going to be
I'll
there
talk
New
to you.
Year's Eve.
Bye-bye.
Aloha. Well, I want to talk to a little bit to Scott about Eric Gilliam as well.
Eric Gilliam.
The White Hawaiian, exactly.
Weekend.
You know Vinny, right?
I don't.
Vinny
it's-
Linares is a big producer, director. He's going to do Albatross at Pro Arts. Yeah,
Awesome. Good
yeah,
job.
which is going to be amazing.
Great.
Award-winning show. We'll be talking
Yeah,
about that.
absolutely.
But I know Eric has been super crazy. Tonight he's going to be at Mark's. At Frida's?
He's up at Frida's tonight with Vince Esquire.
Yeah.
They do their Taco Tuesday music with a view. And I know Eric's got a busy weekend as well. He'll be playing with Mick and the boys and the band and the girls.
Maybe
and
Gretchen
With
and-
Mick Fleetwood. And for their everybody's back at New Year's. So the New Year's parties have returned.
Yeah, but not for Shep. I mean, but the big one now is just gone to Fleetwood, I guess, with Mick and
I think
everyone there.
And yeah.
Yeah, it used to be
I was
Shep
surprised
and
it was
Mick.
Shep's gig isn't
Yeah.
happening. I heard it was, and then I heard it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I know
Well,
the writers' conference is
gonna
coming up
be
as
the
well.
There's not going to be the big one that he did at the hotel for
Correct.
sure. Yeah, maybe a party. His
Well,
house.
you would know more as Allison.
No, I
that
just-
owner. I mean, he's in here.
What was
hanging
the
out
other
with
one you mentioned that's coming? A writer? What?
The writers' conference is coming up.
Not.
I know, like Lucas is playing and
Not. The Writers'
Lily's
Conference is
playing.
back?
Yeah.
Where? I hadn't heard about that. That
I
hasn't happened in 10 years.
I just got word of it in my band's in town today, January 17th at the Grand Wailea. I'm going to do free promo for whoever that.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good event.
And you mentioned that Eric is doing an album with
Eric and
Vince.
Vince are in the studio recording some originals, a few covers, but some originals, which is great. as Gilliam and Esquire. So there's some things happening on the horizon with Gilliam and Esquire as well, which is great. Eric's busy. 2 months of, let me get the dates here, but January 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, White Hawaiian will be at Pro Arts.
Yep.
And then February 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be at Pro Arts as well.
Every single one of those shows have sold out over the last 6 months, haven't they?
We sell them out. December had, I think, a few holes on the Thursday day, but as the weekend came, it was packed houses, and January and February are looking to do the same. The show's spectacular, as we all know, and we're all part of. And this one, we're looking to get off island at some point too. So we may take this to some outer islands for some shows. And we will be back at Pro Arts probably April on and regularly, which is great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a huge hit.
Yeah.
Everyone's loved it. Everyone's loved it. Yeah. And Eric has been awesome at Mark Elman's place, Frida. It's just been magical, and it's been so nice when him and Vince can play. Vince's career has taken off this year like never before.
Vince is doing great. Yeah. Vince, lots happening there too. There's a custom kala ukulele being built for Vince. Which is great. Yeah. And Connie Koa's doing some great things. Lots to look forward to on the horizon there. We're all traveling with that band to the East Coast.
You were just in Alaska, weren't you?
Yeah, we were. Alaska was amazing actually, and 2 sold out performing arts centers, big crowds in Alaska. We had 750 people at the Anchorage Performing Arts Center, and we had all of them out of their seats dancing.
Oh,
and which is a trend we're seeing when this band goes and plays the performing arts centers. They do not want to sit down.
You're going to be at NAMM at the key place.
We're heading to NAMM. We'll be performing at NAMM, and that'll be announced soon. The news on that, and we have a couple tours coming up, March and July, and a small one in April. So.
Well, in a year where a lot of people have had a lot of challenges, I have to say you have had an amazing year. You decided to go more into management. About a year and a half ago, was it, when you decided to go take on some people and start managing more people?
It's been almost a year and a half. It's been a wild ride, and it's been completely gratifying. And the work that Jill and I are doing, we're doing things differently, and it's we're being approached by a lot of people now to help them in different areas. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of great things going on with Aloha Growers, which is really exciting. If I could say one thing too, so we recently signed Lopaka Kolan from one of the founding members of Pure Heart with Jake and John, and also he's in Henry Kapono's band, and he plays in Mick Fleetwood's band, and he plays with Makana, and he now is a member of Connie Koa. But there are some Pure Heart shows coming up, which is exciting. If you're fans of Pure Heart, and they're actually playing at the MAC, which will be a really they're doing shows on every island in January.
Well, gosh.
Yeah, so got to shout out my brother Lopaka, even if he's not listening.
That is wonderful. I am so very happy for you, and it's nice that you're keeping it all in the family. You've been doing work with so many of these people going, Willie Kay and back before that and all that thing. And you've been working Kanekoa for years, and now it's gotten to the point where they've just been ready to evolve and hit a lot of places they've never played before, and they've been very successful.
And Danielle Alana also, who we will be bringing into the studio here, who basically has a new album that's done. We're not launching it until next year. It's produced by Vince Esquire, and Vince is doing fantastic work in the studio producing. And this album is actually going to be a game changer, and it's phenomenal. And Danielle, all I can say is, I compare her to a Willie Kay. She plays everything from reggae.
When's that coming out next year?
Blues to funk. Probably February.
Oh, okay.
And we will be having an album release party and stuff like that. So.
Well, congratulations. It's wonderful to see everything going so well, and I'm glad you had the time to come down and share some Talk Story, and say hi to Eric for me.
Right, and thank you, Cindy, and everybody here at Kauai. You guys are always so supportive of live music and local music on the radio and all the things that are very, very important. So we really, really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you have some amazing people you're working with, too, and you do such a great job. I thank you. Again, don't forget, you can see Eric. What a treat to see Eric in that intimate setting right on the ocean there at Frida's. Great way to go.
Yeah.
And of course, he'll be doing the gig with, I don't even know how you get tickets for the Fleetwood one, but that's going to be an expensive ticket, but it'll be with, Eric, Gilliam, Mick Fleetwood, and friends. Happening on New Year's Eve there, so it's going to be the big party there. Who knows who will show up?
And
Who knows?
Mark Elman's tacos are incredible up at Frida's. I recommend substituting the tortilla with lettuce and make these lettuce tacos. Oh my God.